This presentation provides an overview of the Aparian IP Point HART product, providing Ethernet connectivity to existing HART input and output devices. We will cover an introduction to the product, the installation and configuration, its integration into Logix, and finally diagnostics, including the advanced diagnostics functionality. The IP Point HART is capable of converting any HART device into an Ethernet device. Although primarily intended for Ethernet IP and its integration with Logix platforms, the product also supports Modbus TCP, DNP3, CC-Link, and the Allen-Bradley PCCC protocol. The latter allows HART devices to be easily integrated into older generation PLCs, including the SLC500, MicroLogix, and PLC5. When using Ethernet IP, the IP Point HART can be added directly into the Logix I/O tree. The IP Point is available in input and output variants relating to measuring or driving of the 4 to 20 mA signal. Connecting instrumentation devices requires the input variant, whereas connecting to a valve positioner, for example, would require the output variant. The enclosure is IP65 rated and screws directly into the field device. Both half-inch NPT and metric M20 threading options are available. The IP Point supports FTT DTM technology, enabling asset management of the endpoint HART device. The HART device can be remotely configured and monitored, simplifying device replacement. We will now look at the installation and configuration of the IP Point products. As shown in these diagrams, the IP Point input device can be connected in either a 2-wire or 4-wire configuration. In the 2-wire configuration, the loop power for the field device is provided by the IP Point, whereas in the 4-wire configuration, the loop power is provided by the separately powered field device. The power and Ethernet connections to the IP Point make use of industrial M12 connectors. These connectors can be connected in the field and are supplied with the IP Point module. As with all Aparian modules, the IP Point is configured using the Aparian Slate configuration software, which can be downloaded free of charge from the Aparian website. The IP Point's configuration is relatively simple and requires selecting the primary protocol, Ethernet IP, Modbus, etc., and then setting the analog 4 to 20 mA scaling to provide engineering units. Although in most applications the default HART communication parameters will be suitable, these can also be adjusted as required. In the case of the IP Point HART output variant, the 4 to 20 mA signal can either be held at the current value or driven to a predetermined value in the case of communication failure or when the Logix controller transitions to program mode. We will now look at how the IP Point integrates with Logix. The IP Point makes use of an EDS add-on profile and can be added directly in the I/O tree using Studio 5000. The required EDS file can either be uploaded from the device or downloaded from the website. The analog and HART data is automatically available in the Logix module-defined tags. This also includes HART device information and communication status and statistics. Lastly, an overview of the diagnostics and advanced diagnostics. The IP Point provides a vast array of diagnostic information in the primary interface, example Logix, as well as via the Slate configuration software. This includes HART device information and communication statistics. A number of HART device parameters, for example setting the device's tag name and range, can also be configured via Slate. Diagnostics and live HART values are also available via the IP Point's web server. Modern field instruments provide hundreds of diagnostics parameters which can not only provide additional information on the process being controlled, but also provide early warning of required maintenance or impending sensor failure. Although this information is available in asset management software through the use of DTMs, it is usually excluded from the conventional control system. The PLC, HMI, and historian generally only have access to the process variables and basic diagnostics information. The IP Point provides a mechanism to harness these advanced diagnostics and write them directly into Logix tags, making them automatically available to the HMI and historian. The configuration of advanced diagnostics is relatively simple and involves configuring one or more custom HART commands and then mapping the result to a Logix tag. The HART communication and transfer to Logix is handled by the IP Point, with no Logix programming required. This concludes the product overview of the Aparian IP Point HART modules. For more information, please visit aparian.com or email sales@aparian.com.